Hello Chad, welcome to the Canny stream. We are going to be playing a modern challenge today with trusty Amuletos. I threw together a list rather quickly. Today we're playing 4 Zeniths with Dryad Arbor, Elder Gargaroth in the sideboard, Collector Ouphe, triple Trini Sphere against combo decks, Neoform and Storm. One stock up for the grindy matchups, Gargaroth for the grindy matchups, Barrow Downs, Vexing Bauble. 6, 1 sweeper, because sometimes it's good, not that often. Against Boros Energy, and it's weaker when I'm playing Dryad Arbor. Aspiring Mike, thank you very much for the sub. I'm playing an actual land tonight. Wait, that's 60 cards somehow. In Northampton Farm. It's a new card which we can use to blink our creature. And it actually is sort of relevant during double amulet lines. Is this a keep though? It doesn't quite look like one. MTG bot tells us that villain has been last spotted playing Eldrazi's. What kind? The aggressive Eldrazi's. Monka. Kind of a scary deck between Linebreaker, being Giga Fast, Wastecape Battle Mage, and Sowing Mycospawn. They actually have a decent amount of interaction that Amulet would rather not face. That said, I think this hand is a mulligan. And this hand is a way better version of the previous one. What would I like to put back though? There's arguments for just keeping the Shifting Woodland. Pretty solid ones. I wish I could just not put back a card. This is a bit tough. You don't see any hand? What do you mean? It's right there. I might be supposed to put back Shifting Woodland, frankly. I think that's the correct move. Even though it's a bit awkward, I think it just makes the most sense. Because the Woodland could make Analyst into a threat alone if I mill really well, but... Okay. I don't want to expose Analyst to Kozilek's Commando, so what I will do is I'll just bounce my Crumbling Vestige and pass. There's also Thought-Knot Seer in my opponent's deck, so they could play a turn to Thought-Knot Seer, which is kind of ugly. And here it goes.
Phenomenal control player.
One more to go.
That's
Perhaps
sort
I
of
should
punishing.
stop now. Thoughtful face emoji.
For waiting. Sort of not nice. We need to draw a payoff now. Before this Linebreaker kills me. Kind of crazy that it's a 5-power haze. It's like a reality smasher, but better. We did draw a payoff, so all is good in life. Maximilian III, this is crazy. The amount of months you've been subbed for. Whoa. That's all I can say. Just go with Titan. We can use the Northampton Farm. I'm not sure if it's gonna do anything, but we could use it. So I'll get a Bonsland. And we're gonna get the farm for the lulz. I'll add mana, untap. Use the farm on Titan. Exile Titan. Untap. And I will use the farm now to return my Titan into play. What did I achieve? +1 bounce land, I guess. Which is fine. Not gonna complain about that. Hashtag new card, doing some work. One to three, then we get T West. Simic Growth Chamber, that's 9, 10. Good, good. Transmute. It's a lengthy video command, so yeah, it's taking a while. Gonna get Colossus for the lulz. Making my line not guaranteed instead of being guaranteed. But it was guaranteed enough, we got there. Deterministic, rather. Making sure that I time out in game 3. Just always a good way to return to playing Titan. You hacking love Colossus? Who doesn't? Fan favorite.
He's a phenomenal control player.
You ask me. Thank you very much for the sub, Uguziano. I appreciate 37 months of priming. Very cool, very cool. You loved Colossus when you first started playing Titan. Ooh, no more bounce lands. But then you realized it wasn't as good as I initially thought and started liking it less, but then we became friends and now I really love it. Like you and Colossus became friends, makes sense. He's a friendly fellow. For sure. It's not quite necessary in most spots, but I think I mostly prefer it to second analyst. It's just the actual approach I have taken now. If you don't, that's fine. Assume that's lethal. Only -4. Whoa, this was cutting it close. Because I did not attack with one of my titans. That's why it was kinda short. Is Elder Gargaroth any good against the Eldrazi Repurposer deck? Kind of might be. I think I need dismembers to survive. I need Elder Gargaroth to also survive. This is how the deck looks like, by the way. In the sideboard, it's going
He's a
to have
phenomenal
some
control player.
random artifacts. Like flute, torpor, or whatever. People like to bring shit like that. They do have a decent amount of disruption, as I said. And they are also fast. Dryad Arbor is kinda weak to Kozilek's command. It's not that weak because Kozilek's command will find a way, typically. Torpor plus Fatman is great, that's funny, yeah. Also, read Q7, welcome and hello to the Canny stream. So I don't want to cut anything. I think I'll just bring the 4 free dismembers and Gargaroth and just submit. I don't have an idea on what I would like to cut now, so just I'm going to embiggen my deck slightly. I haven't played that matchup much. I could cut Northampton Farm, but this card is undergoing rigorous hard testing today, so not really into that. We have the Saga. I guess we don't have anything else. This is a clear mulligan. Sand is not great, but we can put back Dryad Arbor, which is premium. How am I liking Trinisphere? It hasn't came up for me yet. I hope it will today. I like it in theory. It makes sense in theory to me. Opponent reveals 2 Fold Seers, or rather Devourers, and exiles 3 cards with each. Then leads on Secluded Courtyard. You think Trinisphere is good? Yeah. Today I'm playing the GSZ Dryad Arbor to have more hands that I can keep on the back of a turn 2 Trinisphere. Oj, ale jestem wyjebany tutaj. Ale dramat. Wow. Chalice on 0? Wow. Guess we could trim a Pact. WDTF Trinisphere. Poor Arizax cannot catch a break. Everywhere he goes, haters. Every direction. Urza's Cave. Okay. I mean, I'm not likely to win, but my opponent has 2 cards in hand. One of them is a Devourer. Maybe I can beat that if the second one is a land. Doesn't seem like that's the case. 5 mana. Reality Smasher? No. Last week, everyone told the Amulet players to run 3 Soulless Jailers. I mean, they're split. People have either Trinisphere or Soulless Jailers. But I haven't been playing lately, so I don't like Soulless Jailer, but it makes some sense. It's a card you can keep an opening hand on the basis of. And against Storm, it's kind of like Trinisphere. I think it doesn't do anything against Boros. Against Neoform, right? I think Jailer is worded in a way where it doesn't impact it. Not sure. My point just passes, maybe I can win. Would I side Trini in against Boros? Absolutely not. I don't think it's particularly really close. Need to gain 4. If I try Bounce Land or Crumbling Vestige, I can win. Oh. Next turn, if they go Devourer, then I win. Hopefully they don't draw the Haste Man, but it doesn't seem like they did. They're playing the 7 mana guy. The Flavor Text on Spelunking common in clutch. I think calling it Flavor Text is... like, it's very much not Flavor Text. I gained so much life with Spelunking's text. Actually a Giga relevant ability. I just wish there was more and better caves, but it's like 20% of the reason why I play Urza's cave is the gainful life thing. I'm not kidding. So they're dead, are they not? Just GSZ for Analyst. Kozilek's command is gonna kill me anyways, right? It deals 3 damage anyways. Or I could have dealt more damage on their turn, so they don't have it. They seem giga dead. I haven't launched Slay the Spire yet today. But we were playing Regen, so I guess that's a mid-range strat. What is attack with the farm card? So if you... Not entirely sure, we're gonna look at it, because I've seen a lengthy post in the Secret Amulet Giga Players Discord. Yeah, there's a Discord for snobs, and there was a lengthy post by some of them about this. Basically, with 2 amulets, you can get a bounce land and farm, and then you can blink your Titan. So you kind of get a free bounce land, which means that you can... From some lower amounts of resources, you can just combo off where you previously wouldn't be able to. It's probably Giga Minor. If you were... I think you could maybe try to build your deck in a way where you save a slot, save the Mirrorpool slot, and some other slot with the farm. But I would need to take a look at that again because I don't quite remember. So we will between rounds. This only works if you have double amulet. Yeah, well, it only works with double amulet instantly, but sometimes if you have the ability to withstand delayed gratification, you could actually... It could actually mean that a single Amulet Titan is guaranteed to win on the next turn. I think that was the argument, but we will need to reread that. Of course, barring any interaction, but this was not always the case, and sometimes if you actually drew ups like Giga Dirt, you actually didn't draw anything, you could be unable to kill from a spot like this, and was kind of frustrating. It doesn't happen that often though. In a way, Mr. Beast does a similar thing, but a bit different, so... You would be rather upset about the deck I registered if I lost this game? Sure. You mean from their side? Is Northampton Farm something I should buy for my list? Well, how expensive is it? I assume it's $1, €1. If so, then I would buy it. Just put it in my amulet box and never pull it out of the amulet box. Let it rot alongside Roxanne. And similar. Is Elder Gargaroth something you should buy for your list? Maybe. They keep countering my spells, that sucks. Don't like it at all. Don't like it one bit. Whooping $2 for an extended version, then if you can afford it, buy it. Also, chat, I'm beginning to wonder if this 11-hour mega mix of lo-fi hip-hop is actually just a loop of like 5 minutes of music. It sure feels like it could be. Loop or AI? Could be. Don't you need Mirrorpool to have infinite titans to win anyway? So in paper, this is a paper only strat. You could just win with the Boseiju spam. Nadu style. That does require a lot of mental fortitude. Cause skip no work, holy shit. It did not. We're stuck here. Alright, I'll skip for you. How did yesterday's challenge go? I badly. I think I went too far with the not dulets. Oh no, they're blocking. If they added modern to empty Jarena, will you drop Magic Online? I think sooner I'll drop Magic Online just in general rather than they add modern, so not really a realistic scenario, but no, not quite. I do play Magic Online for other qualities. Interesting hand. Could get Dryad Arbor. Try to play turn to Spelunking. Could save GSZ for a Titan, just play Saga into Saga. And the draw a bit slow, so probably needs to GSZ for something. If my opponent is indeed on Zoo, then how would I want this hand to play out? They play Ragavan, I Dryad Arbor to block. I don't know. Doesn't seem great. I think I will probably be better off mulliganing on the draw. I can imagine my hand being much better than this. This looks better. Do I put back Spelunking? Or Primeval Titan or GSZ? GSZ. That's my intuition as well. The second Spelunking is probably worth more. And also draws me into my lands, which the GSZ doesn't, so. In Dathatrium, I don't mind that opening. Also we have a cave for the Spelunkings. I'll get a Dryad Arbor still, despite drawing Amulet. I want to cast a Spelunking next turn, just ramp, also maybe gain 4 life against a Kavu. Or even better, Scion of Draco. Avoid this. Escape shit. Not bad. Titan. Should have put back Titan. Wouldn't matter much. No for life, no land drop. 33 lands, by the way. Is it 33 today? It is 33. Damn. Doorkeeper Trull discarded. Oh no. Legend of Roku. Oh, I'll Spelunk again. I think trying to escape shift here is unwise. They will probably flush in the Fruel. If they discarded one, they probably have a second one. Not a huge surprise. MTG Arena of Glory, Monka. Haste Kavu. No, do you have the Scion as well? Please don't. Come on. Tribal Flames, that's even worse. Is there some combination with this card? Core Avatar, Legend of Roku? I don't know, it seems like a grindy card. Well, that's what you get for being a coward. I mean, sort of. What if we trim the ETB monsters? And play Gargaroth and 6. Like, Grazer is also actually kind of weaker against Doorkeeper. Canister, why no Force of Vigor against Zoo? After all, they play many artifacts and enchantments. Okay, okay. I hear you and I ignore you. No one said that. People do say that every single time I play against Zoo. Or rather, very often they do actually say that. You do, Chav, yeah. The other 100 viewers that are off today. Yeah, I guess once I return to streaming a Amulet Challenge daily, those people will also return and ask about Force versus Zoo. Play. I think lead on Amulet. Because of Consign. Later on. There's some ways to punish that. Currently we are looking at a turn 4 Titan. Do we? We do, yeah. Legenda roku, tylko którego roku? 226? No właśnie, nie? It's not quite clear. Tough play, tough hand for my opponent, it seems. They mulligan to 6 and they are wondering if they should keep or not. Perhaps. Well, that's what a tough mulligan is, right? When you don't know what to put back. At least that's how I would define a tough mulligan. Grazer is a solid draw. I would not want to get Dumpling Sphere, it's too hard. We have 6 mana next turn if uninterrupted, and we don't if we are interrupted. They kill my Dryad Arbor, I don't play Titan, simple as that. They kill my Amulet, I don't play Titan, simple as that. But we have moves. We do have moves. When did Dryad Arbor find its way back to my deck? Around 1:53 p.m. today, when I was building my deck before coming here and stream for you. This is a Northampton Farm spot. I probably just keep it up. So if they kill Titan, somehow I can save it. I don't have the Microsoft Gardens, but that's fine. I'll just get US. That's my second land. Does that make sense? Not that much, but I can get Hampton Farm and Urza's Cave. This is the set for the undecided. If you don't know what to grab, you grab those two and you'll see next turn what's gonna happen. I play Primeval Titan. It allows me to search up a land. I search up a land, which allows me to search up a land. You didn't have Northampton. Which lands would you get? Not sure. T-West. Bonsland, maybe? It's not that great. Could get Boseiju plus Mirrorpool, Boseiju plus T-West. The way things go badly is if they kill my Titan and I can't follow up, or if I kill my Titan and also counter my thing, so... Bad scenario is binding on Titan. I try to T-West for a Titan and they stab the Pact. Mountain. Obsidian. Alright, it's gone. It's kind of brutal if my opponent binds my Titan now. They don't have it though. I think we can do this. Oh, I fucked up so badly. I was mid one thought and I went with the other. I couldn't have done that. It was so bad. I needed to keep the Gruul Turf in play to be able to bounce back my TOS. Now I locked myself out of that. Whoops. So I guess if I get Giga unlucky, I can lose this game now. That was horrible. It's okay, Arbor will save us. I am hoping for that. Yes. The farm not looking great, frankly. Sign of Draco, neither does Sign of Draco, so it's okay. Would look good if they had Leyline. Yeah, sort of. Should I use the farm on the Titan now? Because they clearly didn't have it. Maybe they do have it and they actually checkmate me. If I do that. Crumbling Vestige. Can't consign that. Can rule, that's fine though. I'm ready for that. was a very unclean game, but I think I have the win now. Northampton Farm, best card ever. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Whoa, Giga Gank block on my Titan. Hmm. We're gonna have to loop to deal the last 4 damage. Need to sacrifice Urza's Saga, remind me to do that. Do I actually have enough mana? I think I barely do. Wow. Crazy. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm a genius. Make construct into count mana? Why did I make a construct? That's kind of fucked up. I kind of did that very mindlessly. You're absolutely right. Shouldn't have. Oops. Oh, oh, oh. Welcome, Moon and Star. Fire and War. This has got to be one of the more annoying spots to win from on model. You're right. It's very annoying. The Thruel just kinda making things annoying without providing much substance. Oh my god, how can you kill a god? Sweet Nerevar. They surveilled. Fire and War. Oh, oh. It is not too late for my mercy. Whoa. Could a recall work in this place? What do you mean? Is that some kind of a joke I don't get? How do we win with Magoshi from there? Okay. think trolling is so fun. Fine. Oh, recall or intervention, I see. No recall. Płacie kurwa, Simic of Chamber debilu. No. Transmute. I guess Elder Gargaroth was better. Aj kurwa. No chuj, dobra. Meant to use the analyst one more time, but probably should be fine. I was trying to play fast. I have to pay for 2 pacts. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Ja pierdolę, no. Nihil Spellbomb. This makes it annoying. If I lose this, it's definitely a model loss. Masterful tapping. On day 2, I was checking my friend play and you were on the table next to him. I think you lost a match and took out a Kinder Bueno, and I was very impressed by your eating skills. What do you mean? I can confirm though, that happened. I did lose a match against Landfall, got kinda mad at a decision I took in the game, and then I took out a Kinder Bueno and started chomping on it. You ate it all in one bite, that thing is big. Well, I just needed something. I just needed some sugar to sweeten my loss. Should have eaten a Chocobon since you lost to Landfall. True. I lost to a very devious Landfall hand. I hate playing against those. They go turn 1 Elf. I have no Firebending lesson, but I have Seer.
He's a phenomenal control player.
I heckin' love Titan. 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 Titan.
So I decided to
Titan.
Seer the
Titan.
Elf because
Titan.
otherwise my hand is pretty bad against Earthbinder Ascension.
Titan. Titan. Titan.
But then opponent is
Titan.
like, psych, I actually had Chocobons into fetch as well.
GG. GG. GG.
Hello?
GG. 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 GG,
And
GG, 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 GG,
yeah, I just felt like
GG, 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 GG,
I got Gigarect.
GG, Titan, 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 Titan,
Titan,
Titan,
Titan,
Titan,
Titan,
Titan, Titan, Titan, Titan, Titan.
Yeah, I bought out a Titan because
Titan,
opponent
Titan,
plays
Titan,
Torpor
Titan,
Orb creature,
Titan, Titan.
and I have Elder Gargaroth to bring instead. We have 7 minutes to win. We have to play on full focus. This hand is good though. This hand is quite nice. But yeah, on side of the RC they did not have any of that. They did not have Chocobons, they only had Kinder Buenos. Hey, thank you, Derek. 6.5 years, holy shit. Territorial Kavu. My face when I'm territorial. Avoid getting hit by the dragon. I think I'm in a fine spot if I jump and block the Ragavan. Doesn't let them stop. They don't have great ways to interact with Sex here. Otherwise I just take 5 from Kavu. It's also fine. If they bind my Sex. Discard Ragavan number 2. Should I take 5 or not? Maybe it's fine. Can save it for a Thruel, the Dismember. Can attack freely with 6. Probably should take 5. Blanks the Ragavan further. Escape shit. I think I should start by attacking with 6. Whoa, Northampton Farm. Can retrace Monkey. Perhaps I just should. I think that's actually correct. Do I want to escape shift this turn? Not really, not on free lands. Consign. Official music video Eurovision 2025. Gojo Milkshake Man. Sounds good. Kinda want to bounce the Kavu proactively. Maybe it's a bit bad, but I think it puts my opponent in a tough spot. Except that if they replay Kavu, the Kavu blocks 6, but... Wilki Baska? Ci Baskowie to są nieźli. Yeah, Kavu blocks 6. The greatest contraceptive. Wow, hasty troll. Miarka się przebrała, pora napierdalać. I can't do all that much here because of the troll. So I just looped to like kill my lands for no reason. Sounds good. Konie w galopie. Uuu. I left with no mana up, which probably could have been played out better. Hopefully Mr. Greater Gargadon just gets there. The TOS would be good enough to just win. I think I haven't packed that. I escape shifted and I GSZ, yeah. So I should be fine. Exiling the Otawara kinda crucial actually. They chose that over discard draw. Just kinda scary. Flayed. Yeah. I mean, I think I do timeout. I have lethal. 12 trampled. They have 11. I don't. Especially if they consigned and they block and survive. I actually died to my Pact. Not so bad. Ay, 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 ay. Just need to be a tiny bit quicker to not to have like some minimal time to play this turn. We're in Pact, did I not? Maybe I did not. Can escape Flage though. Did not, okay. I think I milled the Pact, yeah, you're right. Oh, 1 life. Yeah, the Pact was milled by 6. That's actually fine. If I had another green, I could play the second Titan as well. Just have 2 high C Titans to actually kill. Would be nice. Can't wait for them to print a 1-free Grazer. It all comes down to whether you have a Pact trigger upkeep. Well, I don't. I know I don't. I figured it out. I mean, it also comes down to the fact they survive with Flage. The Thruul blocks the 3-3. It's kind of fucked up. Holy shit, what I draw. Whoa! Thank you, Dismember. You can get Dryad Arbor and give it haste. No red in play, so it would take too much time. A hand like this can make constructs. Not much besides that. And I'm probably inclined to just copy my Saga anyways. How good is that against Jeskai Blink? Not that good. I'll keep, but begrudgingly. Elder Gargaroth the Zoo Demolisher. The Zoo matchup is definitely the main reason to play Gargaroth ever. They can kill it well, and it's... I mean, does it? It's probably a bit better than Titan. Under Doorkeeper Thruul. Not really. Sort of. I think cheaper though, kinda big. So a cheaper card gets to be a bit worse than a better card for sure. Urza Saga. Mox Opal. Claws of Dix. Misha's Bauble. Emry. Kappa Kappa Rebuke Saga. Emry is really strong. I think I should hit the Urza Saga. Slowing down the game is not that great for me though. How is Magosi breakable? Well, you move the counters from Magosi to another land. Like you get 2 counters on Magosi, move counters to another land, get an extra turn, then you replay Magosi, and then you put the counters back on Magosi. It's pretty contrived. I think I'll copy Saga. I mean, if you could just not win, rather if you could win easily with Magosi in a way where you wouldn't be able to win otherwise, that is tempting in a way. Kappa Cannoneer and Krang, this is just affinity. Hopefully with no combos. Pineapple. Utrom, my favorite archetype. Utrom, the well-oiled machine. Explosives, I hate that. Explosives Emery is devastating. It's horrible. Emery is really good against my draw here. It's pretty annoying how good it is. Have to do this. No other play makes sense. The hand I kept was kinda shit, and I guess I'm getting punished for that. Maybe one day I will learn. At least he's slow and he went to free. He could play Utrom this turn though. I guess draw 0. Ale brzydal. Ravager. Interesting. Sack the Mox, okay. You would have liked to see the opener against Jeskai? Yeah, sort of. It's not great against Jeskai still though, right? It's a begrudging keep against Jeskai and Giga Punishment against a good deck. Well, I don't know if Affinity is a good deck, but you catch my drift. Let's draw Spelunking and get saved. Nope. Guess I'm all in on drawing Spelunking now. Because I can't win with Amulet against Emery Explosives if he just keeps that up. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Maybe Affinity is actually a bad deck and Jeskai is a great deck. I shouldn't have said that. Well, Lilia, I just won. You can rewind back the VOD a little bit to see. Krang, draw 3. How big is it? 10-4. This card is overpowered. Spelunking. Spelunking. Yeah, it's 10-4 comic, 9-4 in Comic Sans. That's no Spelunking. Hey, Sokoe. Krang seems alright in Modern, doesn't it? It's like a FOD monitor, but instead of a 2-2, you get a 10-4. Better than Kappa. Seems good with Shadow Spear. Lots of power. Opponent has Kappa in their graveyard as well. As Krang, Mastermind. $25. Ooh la la. We took 29. Do I want Elder Gargaroth against Affinity? Doesn't really wrangle with Kappa. Is this Dominic Harvey build? I don't know. Of Affinity? Is he into that? Shadow Spear and Skateboard. Nice. No banlist Modern Challenge. 29th plays Affinity Canister. The Affinity list? Tornado. Really makes you think. Capricciosa. Ravenous Robots. Holy. No, villain had Emery. Kind of want to dismember Emery. It's not great overall though. Have Dumpling Sphere maybe? Sometimes it's hard to escape shift. Let's bring the monsters and 2 dismembers. 65. It's a bit challenging, but I guess I'll register 65. For game 2, I don't know what to get. Maybe we will refine the sideboard plan for game 3. Saga into Lotus Field Titan. I'll keep that. Although it could go badly against engineered explosives and plenty of other things, so we'll see. And it doesn't seem like my hand has an easy time improving either. So maybe a bad keep. Oh. Dead to Metallic Rebuke? Not quite. I think I should turf if this is my opponent's turn 1. Whoa, that's the greatest draw ever. How obvious is my opponent holding a rebuke? How obvious is it that they are holding it up? Quite obvious. Might get better next turn if my opponent doesn't have a Mox Opal. I do have an alternative play next turn still, which is bouncing the Saga. But do I like the play of bouncing the Saga? Not quite. I think I should play the Spelunking now. Deny a construct. Whoa, they had a rebuke. Why not play the Sex instead? I think the Sex is gonna be better later. Maybe not. Holy shit, how many games have I played with Otawara without realizing it could bounce Saga? It's a secret ability, but it is a bit weird. On Otawara, it just lists out all the types. Return artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. I mean, I will not get salted, right? Seems like it in fact does not exist. Battles were so whack, not surprised they didn't return. Yet. Any set now. Return of battles. When they finally go to some Giga military set, gonna have battles, but again, chat. It was a bit weird that it wasn't clear who's battling who and who is which side, if you were the Phyrexian or if you were the non-Phyrexian, frankly. That was a bit awkward. You were clearly invading those places. Yeah, but then the payoff you got for invading was like an elemental from Zendikar, not Phyrexianized. So it actually felt like it was the opposite way. Which seems like a giga mess then. Need to sacrifice the bounce land. My loop to actually loop. Modern RC in Ghent. Whoa. That's a crazy place to have a modern RC at. How many MTG tournament venues are there even? Not too many, it feels. Kent, isn't that the Witcher card game? Exactly. Weird place to have it there. Turin, Ghent, and Amsterdam, only 3 cities in Europe. Well, to be frank, they do actually have a significant amount of cities in Italy. So do you think my opponent knows he's dead? Aren't they all Milan? All of them are so that you can fly to Milan, yeah. Go up. Opponent realized they're dead. Go up, go up, go up. Welcome to Uganda. I think Saga is a bit weak against engineered explosives, weirdly. It lets your opponent use the explosives well at a good time. Gargaroth maybe not, yeah, might be just too slow. Maybe an extra dismember. It's a bit too many dismembers. But I kind of don't hate that. Like, Emery is so actually annoying against Amulet boss board, I think. Quick, tell me how to beat your deck. I always lose to it. You can try playing Storm, Neoform, Blood Moon, Ashiok, Counter Magic. Something from those lines. There is also probably other cards you could play. Try to kill amulets, kill everything, and then you will win. Yeah, I guess that's a good piece of advice. Kill amulets, counter titans. There's some more nuanced ways in which you can disrupt as well, but that's pretty hard to just convey quickly.
No super, zdecydowanie lepiej niż ostatnio. I po nas spacerku? A mówisz, a tak? Czy co było?
Nie, no nie właśnie.
A znał to Osia, czy nie?
Nie wydało, nie.
No to daj.
Oh, play Wrath of the Skies X equals 1. That's kinda true, but Mostly, it's actually that Wrath of the Skies decks have a ton of other cards that are pretty good against Amulet. On top of Wrath, which makes trying to fight through those cards with Saga not a plan. This hand is too bad. This hand puts lots of trust into finding a bounce land off the top or Crumbling Vestige. On 6, maybe. Second, Spelunking or Grazer. I think there's low odds of Grazer being useful in Spelunking cycles. I need to cycle because I need the physical density of cards. You've seen Izzet Prowess decks with 4 Ashok sideboard? That sounds fucked up. Your E-Tron is probably just going to die. Yeah, you don't have many moves as E-Tron. Not much you can do. So abandon all hope. Whoa, I'm a genius. Saga, Monka. EE on 1, classic. But that's fine. Whoa, I'm a giga genius max. I think I should play Ouphe. Should maybe free roll a Spelunking into play though? But I don't really want to. I think. Like, is there a reason to actually do that? I get to cycle Spelunking then. Do I want the Gruul Turf in play? Not necessarily. If I draw Vestige, I get to ramp. How hard is it going to cycle Spelunking later? It might be a bit hard. Pretty close between cycling Spelunking and saving it as a ramp card. That's nice. Well, this hand played out nicely, given what the keep was, right? The one-lander with Otawara. I think I follow up with the Gruul Turf plan. You know what's the worst? He has the premium package, also IRL, and normal players like us can only dream of that kind of card draw plan. Well, please no moon. Okay, make construct, just so you can F6. Kurva Ouphe. Ouphe is good here. For sure. It's a very nice draw. Let's play out moon. Oh, dismember a villain makes a construct. Black Country, New Road, Chaos Space Marine. I love Chaos Space Marines. Feels like I can play around Rebuke. Like I can afford to be a bit slow. Especially since I have Boseiju for Moon. Haha, Amulet can't be activated. That's very true. Point is not that far away from Krang, I guess, but also if they tap out for Krang, I get to Titan and then I basically win. Pineapple sits. Do we have a pineapple in the exile? We do, but we tap out, so that's good. Means I can Titan and win. You currently play blue Eldrazi Throne with Null Drifters and Spell Snares. Spell Snare is an odd choice. And certainly not one that helps you against Titan. Currently my list has no cards you can snare, really. Alright, we beat Affinity by keeping the worst hand possible and top decking lands as I needed them. I guess I'm glad I put back Grazer. Produced star emojis and they costed them, and there was some cards that also paid me off for producing star emojis. Not even spending them. Like 0 mana for each star emoji you have produced this turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Was casting that and dealing 10 damage or 50 later on. But Utinia 4 days ago, Sultai Mirage. Monka. What does that mean? Might be Ochulu's Ritual, yeah, I don't like that. Can try to win next turn. Would you enter into a Bojuka Bog? No. Oh, maybe. I don't have a strong opinion. Only Bojuka Bog. Hedge Maze, Shirtless Agent. Chad, it still could be Living End, don't worry. No! Jasny chuj. I can't beat a flare. So I'll just pretend it's not there. Have I ever seen Wojtek the Bear? No. Easy. That's not easy. They just going to counter my analyst. Or will they? I'm 1 mana off from being able to Otawara the Calling Oracle. I mean, I could get 2 bounce lands and 2 other lands and then just Titan. Then I don't straight up lose if I get countered. I probably win, but maybe still not if my opponent has a Harbinger at any point. So I think I should just try to win, and there's no way to get cute here. I mean, it's just simple as that. I win, I die, I lose. Ooh. If I had an extra Titan in hand, I could follow up with a Titan. Here, if I get flared, I die. Okay, subtlety also kills me, so killing this didn't matter. What's the black splash for? Fatal pushes? 3 Harbingers main deck. Are you alright mentally? Four sub, 4 flare, 4 force. It's a lot of pitch cards. It's like a perfect matchup for the Greater Gargaroth. How about Cultivator Colossus? It's 3 consigns. Would this also be a perfect matchup for Trinisphere? I kinda wonder about that. Makes some sense. Maybe let's bring one or two for science. Were you ever in a spot where you wanted to get Gargaroth of Zenith? Not yet. Actually, I did get a Gargaroth of Zenith. It was against Zoo when they had Turkey Patrol. TBH. Round 2 of this challenge, exactly. Whoa, Trini? I keep Trini plus Babiola combo. I mean, you cycle Babiola at this point. Like, it's fine. If I have Trini, they can't interrupt me. Unless they pay 3 mana for that. We'll see. They will counter Babiola most likely. I mean, they have 4 Force of Negation. They don't have infinite counters. What could happen is Force of Vigor on my Saga. Would be sad. Verdant Catacombs. Because I have stock of it in my deck, so probably should play the Grove Chamber. Fair. Whoa, Graveyard the Oculus? That's so lucky. They get to gain an extra card in their graveyard for free, which means that their future Oculus is going to be essentially 1 mana cheaper. Reveals Force of Vigor, Monka. Let's play more targets for Force of Vigor. My Amulet is gonna be 3 mana now, let's go. Make a construct. It means I can't Titan next turn with the GSZ, but I'll take it. We can Gargaroth as well, that's also pretty strong. Maybe opponent will 4 mana kill 2 of my things, kill the Saga plus Trini, or kill the Saga plus Vexing Bauble. Probably Trini. Because I can cycle the Vexing Bauble. Whoa, very nice and good mood inducing song. Portable Guava. Thank you for the request. It's kind of fucked up that you can just cast Force of Vigor for 4 mana and just do what's written on there. Force N. Whoa, interesting combo. Does it make sense? Probably in a way. Kinda sick to hit like that. Interesting. Another force would be quite brutal. But at that point, just too many great cards against my deck in my opponent's deck, so can't just win that. Isn't the effect of Vexing Bauble invalidated by the Trini Sphere? It is, yeah. Well, except you mean the one tap sacrifices artifact, draw a card, and this one wasn't. I assume you are wondering why would opponent target the Vexing Bauble and Urza Saga. Well, perhaps they have another force and they plan to use it later on the Trini Sphere. For a Boseiju, that's going to hit the Trini Sphere. So they wanted to keep me with Trini Sphere so that I get host by its own effect still. As you see, I have played a 3 mana Amulet. Ale hicio leci, kto zaquestował. Ralcoman, Favorite. I dosko się czuje. I wszystko kapuje. As you see, they had another force. Oh. So I assume things will get countered now. Till Coco Wish. How has the farm been so far? It's been minorly useful. It wasn't great, but it did kind of came up. And I did forget to use it at one point where it actually would have invalidated the flage, gain free life, and turn the outcome of the game around. You bought the farm and the dino? What's the dino? Island. Okay, just taking 2. Elder Gargamel, I see. It's a beast, I guess you can call it a dino. I cast a Harbinger of Disease. And therefore your 2 bounce lands become islands, and they tap for mana of blue variety only. You flipped Harbinger, Force of something. Okay, end of turn. Oichulus seems horrible for me. Harbinger seems horrible for me. Maybe just another Calling Oracle. Icefang is a little bit rough. Endurance, okay, well, could be worse. Frankly. Could make an attempt of summoning Cultivator Colossus. That means I cannot hit the Birthing Ritual. The Endurance was actually okay. My opponent was pretty strong. I mean, my last turn my sex resolved. Opponent could have Subtlety plus Pitch. I don't think I'm beating Subtlety too often if I pass. Unless my opponent also has a clunky hand, mostly of lands, and then I kill the Birthing Ritual, they don't do anything, they hold up Subtlety, I cast Colossus, get Subtlety, replay it, win. Doesn't sound very realistic because I can't quite attack with sex here. Can you not just Boseiju after Mr. Beast? Well, if Mr. Beast resolves, I will simply Boseiju, but you know, there's a good chance it's not going to resolve, is the issue. If things were simple, then life would be good, yeah. Not having an attack with sex is a bit rough. Against Flare, casting Colossus is okay, I get a sex attack. I think I should try to push my game state ahead. Trying to beat everything. It's just bad against this deck because they have so much interaction that's good against you, so you kind of have to just hope that they won't have it right now. Like if there's a sub in my opponent's hand, the game is either gonna be hard or giga hard, and I probably lose it anyways. So I'll shoot my shot and resolve my fucking Colossus, let's go. Na lekkiej fazie. Coś tam i jarze. O. Damn. Villain just did not have a pitch spell. So I'm glad I have made my decision of playing the card right. Instead of trying to just hold up Boseiju for Birthing Ritual and win that way. That doesn't seem quite real. Na lekkiej fazie. Coś tam i jarze. Whoa. What? You did not kill the amulet? When I was beasting, I guess. Makes some sense. Very minimal sense, though. Alright, we won a game. Let's just skip Pact and Scapeshift entirely against this deck. I kind of feel like Pact is almost never going to be present in the games where I'm supposed to win, that I'm supposed to be winning. It's just too bad against everything that my opponent presents. And I have 4 GSZs, 4 Titans, 1 Gargaroth, 1 Cultivator Colossus for threats. Probably should cut the T-West as well, if I do that. Or probably just keep the one of the packs, because chaining might be real. I mean, I could cut the T-West and just play the third Trini Sphere. I don't know if that's actually any good. Is Vampiroclasm a good card, generally? So Summoner's Pact also especially bad with Trini Sphere. Let's try that. We can go to 60 cards and we can have the third Sphere. It seemed problematic for my opponent. You don't hate second Grazer? It's not too bad, yeah. But I have GSZ for Dryad Arbor in my deck, so I have plenty of one-drops. I mean, triple Trinisphere maybe is a bit crazy on the draw, but it's a way to fight against pitch spells. Like, I could play the second Lotus Field as well, but I think this looks sensible. Okay. Grazer actually best card ever. I keep. Kroplą deszczu, na 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 na. Au. Au. Whoa, he moves to 5. On the plate, we have a chance. With Boseiju for Birthing Ritual as well. Of course, might be hard to line up everything in time, though. Atramentem sympatycznym. I want to put Saga in. The result of that play would be that my opponent cannot Harbinger on turn 3. And if they go Saga to kill if they go kill Saga with Force of Vigor, go to very few cards. I get to... I think it makes sense, yeah. I think it makes sense. It's not perfect. I think I do cast Trini on next turn. Makes it hard for my opponent. Another Saga. I don't want to play it. Unfortunately or fortunately. Villain is on Simic Hate. Simic Hatred. Just snap pitching. What did he pitch? Sink into Force. Okay, we're Harbinger now. Charles Agent. Sits. Birthing Ritual. Whoa. That's a good hit. Alright. Well, Harbinger is okay. But actually not ideal because of the ritual. Like, just Harbinger was okay, but Birthing Ritual Harbinger is kinda brutal, frankly. I think my opponent is favored now. No ty kurwo, nie? Ja pierdolę, no. Odczep się. Co za ziom. It was okay for a few seconds when Bill was mulling to 5 and pitching to counter my Trini, and then I got shot on. Trini counters Charles Agent Cascade as well. That is kind of fun. But I can't win this anymore. Maybe I can if I draw this member this very second. Dobrze. Dobrze. Pa, pa. Yeah, Giga Brutal. Can click buttons for a few more minutes, but I can't win. Where's my minstrel, huh? Turn 1, summon Dryad Arbor. Turn 2, nothing. Maybe Grazer. Lotus Field in my hand is pretty awkward. I think I mulligan, especially if it's Boros. This looks sort of better, but not so much. Probably put back Titan. I think keeping Pact is probably better. GSZ could be Dryad Arbor. But we are just looking at a turn 3 Spelunking now. Less than ideal. Especially against Ragawańczyk. No nie, kurwa, zawsze ten małpiszon się zespełnuje debilnie. Dobra, jest okej. I will GSZ for Grazer. Although maybe I should just play Analyst. I don't think so. I think the Analyst is more likely to be useful in the hand later on than GSZ with no Analyst in the deck. Let's draw a land. Ideally a bounce land or a Lotus Field. I'll take a forest as well. Seems like a tough decision for my opponent. Should they allow my Spelunking's trigger to resolve or should they act? Well, think that through, Rastaf. It's your last chance. I drew T West. This is not a forest, but I'll take it. Play bounce land or Vestige, we can do nice things. Missing a free cost GSZ value target here. Not sure what that would be, like the prize pretty bad. Trafiłeś na boksera z dwoma lodówkami? O czym ty mówisz? Aha, Vestes jest taki bohater, no. Oponent w sensie. Bounce land, please. Lotus Field. The cards went slightly out of order, but if I don't die, I think I'm fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Currently one off from dying to Goblin Bombardment, but the odds that I calculated it right are pretty slim. Well, just gonna try to win next turn, hopefully, and hope that my opponent doesn't Moon, Bombardment, or do anything too scary, just in general. Have I used the Northampton Farm yet? Yeah. But so far, like, it's interesting. Like, I needed to actually run a Makosin Gardens alongside the farm to access its power. Because the purpose of the farm is to kind of win with a Titan plus 2 floating mana, a single amulet type situation. Which is otherwise not always possible, or rather frequently not possible. Urza Saga, okay, will you have the bombardment? Please don't. I guess I'm giga dead if the bombardment happens, so my calculation was probably Flage. Seems to be not enough. Perfect. So I am simply winning the game right now. Why should you run Mykosen Gardens to see the power of Northampton's farm? So, with the farm, if you have... I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how it went, but there is a line that lets you win from such a spot. I'll tell you exactly when I'm done comboing this time. That's a great question. Let's say you have Titan, and you have 2 floating mana, one of which is red, so I guess it's not that easy to do. But that means that you get to find Mykosin Gardens, and can't you just do that already with Mirrorpool? I think you can, because it mana gets lost in combat. I guess. But it's not deterministic. But yeah, like the farm starts doing stuff when you have 2 amulets, really, for the most part. There's no enchantment in my graveyard. Get Saga, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 mana. Titan. Get a Coin Deeps and copy Lotus Field. GG's. $13,7. Seems good to me. I'll go for the explanation in a second, chat. Don't want to mess this up. It's not about the Titan's death, really. Alright, now we are looping conveniently. So let's get Colossus and haste 2 Colossuses because my Boros opponent has many life points. Mirrorpool. Need to sack the Saga. Thank you for reminding me, chat. It was crucial. Mission critical. Get Mr. Beats. Return the lens. Find the haste land. Toot, 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 toot. And let's start with the Cultivator Colossus procedure. This took a lot of time. Somehow. I assume it's enough. It is enough. Alright, so we're up against Boros. And we can explain the importance of the line. I'll keep the Dryad Arbor because my deck is kind of built in a way where I kind of need to keep it. I don't really have cuts against Boros. Unless I trim on Zenith and don't get Arbor. Like maybe Arbor is horrible on the draw actually. You know what? I probably should do this. I think that probably should be the case on the draw. On the play, maybe keep Arbor. So let's go through the scenario. I'll use the secret Amulet Titan Discord post by Pete2FD to explain it. It's gonna be faster. Titan with an amulet and 2 floating, one of which is red. So you need to have 8 mana or 9 mana when you're GSZing, and you need to have a red mana. You cast Titan, You have 1 red floating. That way you get Hanweir, MSG, copy your Amulet. You also had to have Amulet, not Spelunking. So you haste, copy, you have 2 Amulets, and now you get to attack. And you get to hide your Titan. And crack it post-combat, and you just are in your main phase again, and you can get to the loop. That sounds like a kind of a real line. Titan with 1 Amulet and 0 floating, get red source Hanweir, haste Titan, get MSG plus Northampton, exile the Titan. Next turn copy the Amulet, sack Northampton and get Titan back. So this way you also get to the situation where you're casting a Titan with double Amulet, so... It kind of seems like it would help you win from lower resources more often. Sometimes. Of course, the cost of playing another colorless land is not to be underestimated. This hand, if I could Grazer on turn 1, I probably would keep it, but I think it's too bad. This looks better. Not great, but better. I think I should put back Scape Shift, although it lets me insta-win if I ever draw an Amulet. I could put back a Simic Growth Chamber. That feels incorrect. I think I should put back Scape Shift. I currently don't have an Amulet, and with the Vampire's Vengeance, the game might go slightly long. So just having the mana to cast the Titan naturally, if my Vengeance resolves and slows my opponent down meaningfully, sounds good. So yeah, if you expect your Titan to die, then you actually don't want the farm, because, well, they can kill it in response to you hiding it in the farm. So it's actually quite the opposite. It's just like a way to kill even more easily through no removal. 2 Grazers, should have put back a Grazer, obviously. Is Grazer the best 0-3 creature? For sure, it's way better than the stupid Mill Crab, Ruination Crab. How many more 0-3 creatures are there? Some Mana Dorks probably, Sylvan Caryatid is pretty good as well. Whoa, there's 139 creatures with those stats. But some are fake, like Anax is not an 0-3, come on. Vivi, that's a pretty tough one to compete with. I guess that's true. And post side, you can get Giga Punish by Charmo. In a way, yeah.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Amulet Stream UPI.
Guess I'll just play a second Grazer and prepare to cast a Titan next turn. UPA, Joseph, MTGO. Wait, I said I will cast Titan next turn? I was lying. Is that Amulet Discord you showed public? It is not. You have to be really good to get invited. The regular open to public Amulet Discord is pretty fine though. Alright, my Vengeance not looking good this game. Not at all. What would I like to draw? I want my Scape Shift back and draw a Spelunking. I think I'll play TOS tapped and I'll Boseiju the Bombardment. Did Ragavan exile? Hanweir. Could be annoying. Gruul Turf now. Ocelot Pride sits. The instant speedness of my Vampire's Vengeance doesn't matter much this game. Oh yeah. This is tragic. This is so sad. Holy. I guess there is a scenario in which this actually works out really well for me. There is also a scenario in which I die to a breeze. Whoa. Sacrificing 2 treasures? Is that a good sign? Wrath of the Skies. Whoa, sure buddy. I think Dryad Arbor is just so bad against Boros that I will not bring it. So I'll board the same way and resubmit. What can I do? We did not draw an Amulet this game and I lost, which is kind of how it goes often. I think that's a keep. Pretty bad one though. It's way better if I draw a forest. At any point, for example, turn 2. Then I need to draw a payoff as well. It is pretty sus. Ay. Did I ever give Nathan's permanent focus list a try? What is a permanent focus list? You mean... I mean, I'm kind of playing that right now. I'm playing No Explore, No Rumble at this very moment, so you could say I'm trying right now. I don't play Minstrel. I didn't like it any time I played it. Trust of mulligans to 6. Well, good thing that my mulligan button broke. I lead on Echoing Deeps, the power play. Please no Ragavan. Whoa, no Ragavan. Whoa, Boseiju, I'm a genius. Let's make it so that I have Boseiju in my hand. Could have Moon in a hand. That's slow. O, wreszcie udało mi się skończyć grę kolesiem na kiblu. Dziwna postać, ale w sumie w porządku. Yeah. Am I liking Northampton over a second analyst? I don't see that much reason to play the second analyst often. So, yeah. I do. Construct plan. No, I think my opponent is giga likely to have Moon or at least Charmo. Let's play around that. Constructs never beat Boros. Anyways, like a single Ajani just beats the 4 constructs I make. Sits. Could have killed the bombardment, but I don't think I need to. Can still like... I mean, opponent probably doesn't have Moon if he didn't Moon here, but... Chanchik. I hope it's Werther. Awesome. Love it. Escape, shift. Escape, shift. Escape, shift. Escape, shift. One-time dealer. Give me escape, shift. Pactic. Pact is okay. Do I want to play the Grazer as a blocker? Doesn't quite seem like it. The mana ability with a bounce land might actually be useful in the future still. Can you even win with Scapeshare with 2 Lotus Fields in the yard? Pretty easily here. I go Grazer, put the Boseiju into play, Scapeshare with 5 lands. Get Lotus Field, bounce land, Vestige, Vestige, Tolaria West, pick up Tolaria West. Get Analyst. Probably get... How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can even get Urza's Cave to guarantee it, yeah. So the answer is yes, easily. Like there's no Lotus Field in my graveyard. Either. Do I need to draw something here, or is the Summoner's Pact good enough? Summoner's Pact alone is probably a bit weak. It's just a Titan, attack a Johnny. Like I don't win with just a Summoner's Pact, of course, yes. Titan with Hampton protection. Well, the Hampton doesn't really protect Titans, so I don't know what you're talking about, guys. You really seem to like the idea of protecting the Titan. Well, Orim's Chant is going to fuck me up. But I guess not much that could be done about that. Doesn't it protect the Titan from removal? Does it? How exactly? Like, if they have the removal, they would cast it before you get to search it up or untap it. If you are relying on Amulet, and this spell you have Spelunking. So you're better off, but still. Was it okay to Boseiju in response to Ajani or silly? So my opponent's hand seemed kinda weak, and I thought the odds of them holding a moon were non-zero. So I think it was silly because of that. How do we Titan here? Bounce land, pick up Otawara, have bounce land untapped. Attack Ajani. Get bounce land, Hampton and Hanweir. Holy shit, we could get Hampton. This might be the spot. Dobra. For the chat. We're gonna get Hampton. Actually, I can copy Titan in combat. That's better. I'm not getting Hampton, sorry. I'll just get Mirrorpool. Boom, Swords to Plowshares. Hope not. Pitch Solitude, maybe. Kutulek. Path to Exile. Oh no. We just ran into Path to Exile in 2026. Whoa. That's a decent draw. Maybe a bit slow. You don't need to Giga Scape Shift Max though. Just a tiny bit of scape shifting will do it. Do they have surgical? Sure, that's fine. Don't think so. Did the farm ever come up? A little bit, yeah. But also I don't play the cards that make farm good function, so I guess no, but also yes. What would I cut for Mykosin Gardens to fit the farm setup into the deck? I don't know, forest? The farm doesn't matter, it's probably bad. Realistically, so don't worry about it too much. I have 2 minutes, let's not mess around too much anymore. No, I don't want to concede. Your move. Have a pact to pay for? Maybe even 2 pacts. Not sure. Whoa, I'm the one dragging the tournament today. I think Rasov is the one dragging the tournament. I guess I can see that. I can see your perspective, yeah. Maybe even sympathize with it. Whoa, 4-1 chat. Feels like the old times. Well, it's not really redundant because it makes it so that your one Amulet Titan wins where it didn't previously. Let's mulligan, there's no Amulet in this hand and the deck is called Amulet. Let's mulligan, same. Kinda rough to mulligan turn 1 Grazer hands, but I guess. Maybe like this, actually? This cycles, and this can be Titan or Grazer. I think that's the correct way. Bottoming Grazer is kinda cringe. Well, it's a card that gets way worse with the fewer cards you are on. I'm mulliganing to 5. Double Amulet Spelunking. What's the issue? Like, I guess if your opponent doesn't have removal right now, you can use the farm to beat the removal spell on your opponent's turn. That's what it can do. Monstery Swift Spear, 2 damage, Monka S. This is no joke. Oh kurwa, more damage coming. +4, +4. +5 damage. Mill Dart? No, I'm dying next turn. Probably. Who knows, but I mean, knowing Odanielakos. Let's begin the Joy Cave protocol. Reap. Grazer would never. I mean, Grazer would soak 3 damage this game, but like I needed all my cards. Unless you wanted me to put back the Soundless Pact, knowing that I will draw the second one off the top. Geniuses. My deck only has 6 bounce lands and a little bit too few ways to find them. I don't love that in this spot, but we can even draw Vesuva or Crumbling Vestige. That is also a winning spell. So I have 3, 9, 11, 12 outs. 12 outs, and most of them I get to look to Wise for. That is assuming I live, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I die to literally anything mostly. Well, I'm not dead already. He did shock, so I guess. Well, I'm dead now with the dart in the graveyard. With the mutagenic growth. Holy fuck, what is up with this fucking prowess deck? Like, it used to be so easy for me to win. The line you have shown requires Mycosynth and I don't see it in your list. Exactly, that's why it's an issue that I don't have it. TBF, you were on the draw. Yeah, but like, turn 3, come on. Brother. Do I have an idea of what I will play next in NBL Modern? Maybe KCI? I don't know. I feel like Dryad Arbor is unexcusable. If the deck could never win on turn 3, it would have been unplayable. And that's what it is supposed to be. That's how prowess should operate. Turn 3 wins by aggro decks? That's crazy. After such a weak start. The Grazer would make no difference, by the way. Does Vexing Bauble stop Dart? Well, it counters the 1 damage part of it. So, anyway. Have I missed Explore at any point today? I boarded out my Grazers against Simic Ritual, and I would have liked Explores, but I have the Dryad Arbor, so it's kind of the same. It was kind of the same. It's a tough question to answer, though. Did you miss Explore? Like, I don't know, it wasn't there, right? So, it's tricky. Tricky to say, tricky to know. Turn 1. What is that? Blue-green? Is that Heritage Reclamation? Whoa. Well, almost got me good, buddy. Nice try. Two mana removal in Modern. I don't quite understand the card. Why is he playing it? Why is he running that? Ouphe, nice. Ouphe it is quite nice, yeah, I like them. Pretty nice music. Chill vibes. Yeah. Don't forget you need to get in Saga. I do not this time. I will have creature, instant, sorcery, and land. So this was not needed in this spot. But thank you for the extra reminder, just in case I actually did need it somehow. Because sometimes I tend not to think about it and just assume I will have Delirium. But there are spots where you actually need to keep sacrificing Saga for it. Co tam pierdzisz twarzą, ziomeczku? On MTGO, how many titans are enough so you don't overtime but still make sure you win? Well, I mean, you look at this board and it's pretty clear that it's free, right? 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18. 18, 14 minus 18 equals minus 4, equals less than 0, equals win. So just, you have to look at the board. But playing Cultivator Colossus really helps with that aspect. Because Cultivator Colossus, even if your opponent is playing Boros Energy and they have 5 Ocelot Pride tokens and 40 life from Guide of Souls, 2, maybe 3 Cultivator Colossus will kill them. Minus 4 is not 0, that's why I said that minus 4 equals lower than 0. You might have been confused by my verbiage. Any dismembers on the draw?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Maybe one cheeky dismember. Thank you, Kindrax, for your tier 1 sub. I appreciate your support. Very nice. Isn't dismember kinda rough with prowess versus prowess? It is, yes. But some of the prowess decks draws are about enchanting Slickshot Show-Off with a mutagenic growth and a double strike combat trick. So that's why I bring one and not more, right? I don't want to cast it really. I just want to keep it in my hand and be safe from the combo. Has opponent really won the last 3 challenges, or is it a goldfish bug? Who knows? Maybe he actually did. It's kind of crazy to win 3 in a row. But Danielakos plays lots of prowess, lots of challenges. Well, those are 2 challenges. Seems like 3 individual challenges, damn. Alright, we have the Dismember. Ready to cheer on from my hand and never get cast. But yeah, of course I don't want to dismember Swift Spear. It's kind of like pointless, because what's the point of a Swift Spear? Is to take away your life points. So what happens when you dismember a Swift Spear? You sacrifice life points, so it's kinda pointless, right? But sometimes life is tough. That is, it's a turn 3 win. That said, it's a turn 3 win. Also welcome. Yellow Hat Raiders, welcome to the Canny stream. Have you been playing the challenge as well?
He's a phenomenal control player.
I was looking for a
He's
Yellow
a
Hat, but I should be
phenomenal
looking for
host.
Bob the Dog. Free with Boros Energy. Must have been thrilling. Co robisz? Kurwa, kartoniarzu, nie? Głąbie. Żrę se kartą, zostaw mnie. Dobra, żryj se. Niech ci będzie. No, Heritage. Ty paskudo. Whoa, Trinity Sphere. I guess it's not so bad here. Might actually be good. This is gonna be a good test for Trinity Sphere. Cory, Monka. Am I gonna play the NBL Modern Child Nugget tomorrow? I will not, no. I am not going to stream tomorrow, and then I leave for a ski trip for the next week, so I'm skipping that one. I mean, I could maybe just... It seems good to Trini Sphere. Hope you have good weather. Thank you. It should be good, according to the prognosis. Forecasts. That's the English word, forecasts. Trinisphere kinda counters Cory. Holy, 3 mana Monastery Swift Spear. Holy, 3 mana Summoner's Pact. Your firepower might be Kanye West. That's a very strong line. Am I going to do black horses? I can't. I don't think that's responsible for me. I'm more of a red course guy, but maybe actually I should be a blue course guy at first. Haven't had too many opportunities to ski throughout my life, I guess. Last time I was on a proper trip, it was a bunch of years ago. I guess unholy heat could be a problem. And you know what that means, chat. Yeah, unholy heat might be a problem. It's a job for the Northampton Farm. This time. Alright, chat. Any specialists of the Ninja Turtle lore? What is the farm? Where is the farm? What's the role of it in the show? It's an actual place in Massachusetts. Yeah, but like what? I assume it is from the Turtle show. So I assume they do something there. Do I know which turtle is the last Ronin? Michelangelo. Turtle sends Splinter to the farm. Really? Log? It's where they go when Splinter gets taken and Raph almost gets killed. Whoa. 3 damage to my Titan, but when it's almost dead and limping, almost defeated by the foot soldiers or whatever is the villain of the series, it goes to the farm. Whoa, 3 mana amulet. And now we're back from the farm, all healthy and ready to battle. Holy shit. Thanks for the stream and have fun skiing. Thank you. Damn, 2 Lotus in hand situation. I have a workaround. Look at this. 1 Lotus in hand situation. Trinisphere seemed pretty good there, but maybe their game free hand sucked. No, there's no way he has 3 spells in hand. I think it was quite good. 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need 3, 3, 4. I need 10 mana. Vesuvius. I cast a 3 mana Pact. Pay 0, yeah. Pay 3. Pay that. Debilu. Whoa, 3 mana Analyst? Insane, indeed. Crazy. Tap or untap target creature. Phew. If you could untap if you could tap my Trinisphere. Does Skateboard beat Trinisphere? I guess it does. I think I read a post online about playing it in Legacy, specifically to beat Trinisphere as a Saga target. That's kind of fucked up. Skateboard is too much. Everything else was okay, but Skateboard? Too much. Trini is legal in Legacy. That's very true. Plenty of time to combo. Yes, combo being hasting my second Titan for giga lethal damage. Capitano Ciel, sorry for the people. GG. GG. What does that mean? Sorry for the people. He's on Sturm. Oh, he's scooping. He's 6-0, okay. Well, I'll take it. Probably just wants the, like, free rounds. So I guess we'll play Slayer Spire waiting for the top 8. Whoa, turn 0 Titan kill. Yeah, it's insane. Whoa. Well played, broskis. We got to the top 8. I guess I was locked in. And let's draw my opening hand. Allegedly, opponent played Boros Energy 3 days ago. Does this hand beat Boros Energy? It does not beat much, so probably not. Doesn't beat Boros Energy either, frankly. This hand really wants to draw a Bones land. I think I will keep and put back Boseiju. But I do wonder if that's actually better than putting back a Green Suns. I think so. When is the Boseiju useful? It's when my opponent plays main deck Moon and they play Moon and I draw Forest and I kill the Moon. And then I win afterwards. When is the Zenith useful? When I draw a bounce land on turn 2 and I get to win instantly? Or when I draw the bounce land on turn 5 and I get to win instantly thanks to it? Yeah, seems good. Spelunking makes it so that if I draw... How do we play Spelunking turn 2? No top land. Or you just want to, like, get Dryad Arbor, but that's weak. Don't want to do that. If I play Amulet now, I keep Spelunking so that if I draw Crumbling Vestige or just playing 2 lands in a row, I can cycle it. Has Dryad Arbor been good? I did not really use it much this challenge, I think. So I guess it wasn't, yeah. No, Gruul Turf. What a sniper. What's next? Fetch plains, play moon? No, Guide of Souls. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is not a Gruul Turf. I think now I should get Dryad Arbor. I like that it gives you 16 turn 1 plays with Grazer, Amulet, Saga. Yeah, it's an unreliable turn 1 play, but it's fine. Your Arbor line looks good in hindsight. I mean, you mean knowing the order of the deck? I guess. Could say that. Whoa, Trap and Charm, ales pierdolta Arbora. 1 card left for my opponent. I don't think I need to Pact in the upkeep yet. You draw a bounce land? Yes, then I win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're 4 damage off. Did not play land. Galvanic Discharge. I don't die too. No, I goof now. Guess we can play a blocker just in case. I mean, my opponent did just spend a Trap and Charm. Just like that, which could also indicate that they might have another one. If they had a Galvanic Discharge, they would have used a Galvanic Discharge. So what is the last card? Plains, like not fetch land makes sense. Not that much more. Maybe. Another Trap Charm, another Ragavan. Bombardment. That does make sense to keep in hand as well, yeah. Place around Boseiju. Plage maybe, but they probably would cast it, right? What would you be waiting for? I guess Flage deals more damage if it kills a Grazer and it makes Ragavan for 4. But you can also just pump the different creature Guide of Soul, so it's the same. Either way, Grazer blocks, soaks free damage. Plage, okay. It's the Grazer. Saves me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. No, I guess I was living at 1 damage on 1 life anyways. It saves me from another flage though. What are the odds of drawing the land we need? It's 1 in 49. Echoing Deeps is gone. I should Pact in my upkeep. Should I though? Like it thins my deck, but if I just draw a bounce land, I would rather play around Trap and Charm with Colossus. But I need to Pact for Grazer so that Spelunking actually hits the bounce land. And it's an out still. So I think I will not Pact. Oj, chuj mi na imię.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Pretty unfortunate way to go. Obi-Wan episode I. Thank you very much for the sub. We need a pack that can get lands. Some people play Disciple of REALZ. It's a card with some minimal upside that one could run. Crap rotation. You could crap rotate, yeah, if that card was legal. Very good point. Whoa, this hand is sick. Sometimes you draw iffy hands with Amulet and you don't really like the deck, but then you draw a hand like this and you're like, whoa, I hecking love Amulet, it's so good. So strong. Whoa, they kept 7. GG's. I can't win. Ragavan into my Grazer. Oh. Is this a turn 3 kill? Not as it stands, but very likely to be one. I get 3 Vestiges now, then I think it's a win. I Scapeshift for Vestige, 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 6 mana, Scapeshift with 2 floating. Play Bounce Land 4 floating. Then I have 3 lands, I get Lotus Field, Bounce Land, Tolaria West, that's 6-10. That's Analyst. That's the West for Analyst and Activation. Yeah, GG's. With Shifting Woodland already there. White. Static Prison. Sits. Whoa, my Spelunka. Sad. It is not a kill at all now. In fact, the hand is a non-kill. Yeah, it does make the game more fun. Opponents seemed unsure of whether they should Static Prison. So maybe we will just get Spelunking back in some time. Get to block Ragavan. Opponent will make some cuts, but I have the Vengeance ready to sweep. So overall, not worried too much about anything. Except for Blood Moon, that one I'm worried about. Maybe I should have played around Blood Moon. Actually, by Scape Shifting for a Boseiju, but that's kind of like a 10,000 head level play. And maybe I should have. I just mentally decided I will ditch my Scape Shift. Let's cast a Sweeper, it's gonna kill my Grazer, but that's fine. Keep my hand, draw Amulet, and nothing matters. Wiesz, co się liczy? No co się liczy? Liczy się liczby. Aha. Canister wins. Opponent got convinced by my powerful line. I haven't been mooned much by those energy gamers. Do they actually play moon? For sure they do, right? Let's find a... Oh, we can find the opponent's list, maybe. The last list. Maybe that's the better approach. Whoa, 3-4. Whoa, Toka and Razar, terrible twos. Chat, the list had no moon the last time. Maybe we can bring Sex and Gargaroth for the lulz. Feels like it's time for them to roll out and dominate. Was anyone rude to me for playing Amulet? For sure. What happened? But not in a way that I really remember off the top of my head. In situations like this, do you grab all the extras or just go? Preference speaking, not optimally speaking. What? All the extras? I'm not sure what we meant. Why is Saga good against Boros? Sometimes kill Saga, Boros, with 1 mana enchantment. Play land on the draw, get Sinkhold for 1 mana, really rough. On the other hand, sometimes play Saga, wait 2 turns, get Amulet, win is good. So when you are scape shifting for 4, when they are all tapped, like grabbing cave and stuff. Well, if I can grab the cave because I have extra things in my hand already, then yeah, I will do that so it's faster, right? This hand is too bad, I think. It's too awkward. This hand is weak. I'll keep though. Probably like this. Mlekiem na całe zło. Please don't play Ragavan, bro. Oh. Come on, Guide of Souls, this is your preferred one drop. No nie. Co to ma być? Dobra, jest good, jest good. There is justice in the world. I think I play Vestige. Don't want to get disenchanted. Trap and Charm or Werther would kill my Saga. I mean, Werther can still do that, but they will tap out because then I don't have the Saga. No! Elder Gargaroth's appearance on stream. One of the first appearances, and it's like that. Whoa, GSZ is a great draw here because my opponent kept a 1-lander. I will not put my land into play. I want to have 6 mana for Titan next turn, obviously. It might interrupt me though, in which case then, well, it's fine to wait still. Isn't it ironic? On your wedding day, free ride. Once you're already paid. They must have something if they kept the hand. Must they? Is this Melanie Bear? Alanis Morissette. Whoa, they went after my Grazer. Even if you're late, it's better to have a free ride than pay. No, it's a free ride once you have already paid. That's what's ironic. No smoking sign, only your cigarette break, yeah. It's so ironic. Alright, so they had Ragavan, Ocelot Pride, Static Prism. What else? Whoa. Free ride. Good advice. Didn't take. Sex time. Why did the 6, 7, 8? Because 8, 9, 10. Why did 6, 7? Another escape shift situation. I would not mind drawing a escape shift. Opponent is resisting pretty well for their one lander. They did draw a second land as well. Naga tu parchaty zaśmierdły, dobra. I guess I can't block cats. I was window through my window and I hacking had window. This situation is not ideal. Should I even attack? That flips a Johnny. If I draw a Bonsland, I can play post-combat Titan. Which I don't love. I think you're dead. Whoa. Don't think so. I mean, I might be. Bombardment is, of course, scary. Static Prison sits. I don't think I die to Bombardment. One, two, three, four, five. I go to 8. Bombardment. Ping me. Go to 7. Kill Bombardment. 0 Ajani. Bombardment and Ajani kills you. Alright, show me if that's the case, then please play the Bombardment to show the chat that it kills me. Whoa, Dalkovan Encampment? That's crazy. Alright, chat. Need a Bonsland. I guess that's kinda it. Okay. This might be a time-consuming turn. But we win. I think I win. Well, we'll see. Like, we 69% won. First I will pact for Titan. Then I will Titan for 2 Lotus Fields, sacrifice my lands, and I will Analyst, get my lands back, then I will Mr. Beast. But I have to pass the turn and win next turn, so I have to draw until I find my sweeper or like Otawara every token manually. The sweeper will make it faster if I draw it. Like, I will find it. If they keep 6 around, then like it's way easier for me as well. Because I can retrace Analyst, and it's like, I guess I won't because I don't want to mill the sweeper. Nice. Oh. I cannot retrace a sweeper now. Sex is only permanent cards. Common mistake. No, Mill the Vengeance. So unlucky. Time to Otawara every single cat token. No. This is so sad. You can also just gain some life with Spelunking. Yeah. We could, that's true. We can also use Northampton Farm to do not sure what exactly, but that's an option. Has Northampton Farm been relevant this challenge? Not really. A little bit in one game. 1.5 game. Actually, it was kind of like... I think if I played an extra bounce land, my deck would be better, I guess. Frankly. I just bought 67 Magoshi. Why? Magoshi stonks up. Because MTG Finance. That is a fair reason. It only makes sense. I said GG's in the chat to maybe prompt my opponent. Prompt the understanding that it's over because the rest of the top 8 is waiting for us, but maybe they just want to sit there. BM. I think it's like the opposite of BM. It's like good manners for the remaining players in the top 8. In fact, so quite the opposite of what you're saying. Play Spelunking in graveyard instead. Sure. Sounds good. Alright, we got there. Got to keep 4 card types. No, I'm not using Delirium. I'm using 6 Retrace. I don't need the... the thing. Them not taking out Splunk when they had the chance, though, is paying off now. True. Although, in a way, they wouldn't have enough mana to act. to do anything else. So they needed to kill the Grazer to unlock the Ragavan to start getting mana. So it's not like they could have, they just decided not to take Spelunking, they just did a different thing instead. And they actually did spend all their treasures, right? Every single one. 2 Scape Shifts. No Amulet. Yeah, we had Minstrel, maybe a keep. I think I'll Mool. Happy to keep this instead. Probably put back Lotus Field, but it's a bit tricky. Maybe not. The Lotus is good to make Titans into a live draw. So it's the most natural thing because it is not currently useful in my hand. It doesn't work with Scape Shift. So I'm thinking if I can put back anything else and make my hand make sense and then still have the out to draw a Titan. I think it seems pretty fine to do it this way. Devourer. Errata Scape Shift to instant. Scape Shift at instant would be ooh la la. Crazy. Land is turn 3 to 4 wins, so I would bottom field. Yeah, well that is mostly the case if I bottom something else though. Not necessarily though, not quite. Not always. What was breakfast today? Frankfurterki. It is Eldrazi Throne. Mindstone. Holy. Whoa. Do I have to basic forests IRL since they seem kinda specific? I use the same ones IRL, yeah. I use white bordered 8th and 9th edition lands in my limited decks as well. Alright, we have to dodge Thought Not Seer, chat. Thought Not Seer will fuck me up. No! Do I prefer 8th or 9th? No preference between those two. Chat, this is turn 2 Thought Not Seer, but also with 2 Mind Stones in a map. That's fucked up. And now I would like to have Lotus Field in my hand, right? Because then I have more top decks. Chatters. But you didn't understand that. But now I draw Titan, it's a dead draw. Draw GSZ, it's a dead draw. Why has Amulet moved away from Vexing Bauble main? Against most decks, the card is irrelevant, that's probably why. It would be nice in a spot like this to have a cycler of some sort, but that's fine. What were the odds that you would have faced a discard spell? 69.2137%. Especially given that the bot told us that Villain has been playing Eldrazi Tron, so that's kind of a big tell. At least I played a useless card. We have 4 mana. We don't kill TKS. Holy shit, I could have. Yeah, I probably should have. What a weird attack. Salvat Basics? I don't know what that is. Ugin, Eye of the Storms. Dobra. Giga punished, by the way, for not double blocking the Thought Not Seer. What was that attack then, if I could have blocked? So bad. We need to draw Scape Shift now. Or bounce land into Titan. Or Mr. Beast. Or GSZ, that's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This Eugene cannot shoot me for 3 damage, right? This one only gains 3 life. It's a friendly Eugene. If you had to lock in Boros Energy or Affinity for a tournament, which would you pick? Affinity? Bosk? Well, I don't like that. It's in a language I don't speak, so... Which one is Bosk? No nie, 2 damage. Espanol, Bosk. They only have 1 card in hand, so I guess I live, maybe? 1 shot, 1 opportunity. Tu wchodzić sobie w chuja w dupę. Wow. Keeping the Lotus Field did not matter, though. Not trading for the Photosphere did not matter. Really unfortunate to lose to Eldrazi. Always feels like you get giga cheesed, especially when they played. Spent 7 mana on a useless card. I don't think I sideboard, I don't have anything. Force of Vigor or Collector Ouphe, but that's kinda whatever. Bosk is English? I guess Murmuring Bosk, yeah. Now I understand. Stock up? Yeah, I could do that. This is probably fine against Eldrazi. It's a turn 4 win as it stands. The 2 scape shifts are a bit sus, maybe. Do I finally accept to play the most broken Titan sideboard card ever, Elder Gargaroth? Well, I would lie if I would say it was useful today. But I guess I accepted to play it today. Nice song, chat. Whoever requested that, I guess it was myself. Turn 3 Tron. Oho, Pharma. Can't let me piff and needle them up, that's true. Would be a shame. Pharma dobra or bad? It's like... It's not good, yeah. Or maybe it is, actually. But I'm not playing Mykosim Gardens, which would make it good. But also those spots kinda don't really come up, really. They're actually so rare if you think about it. Like, how often do you play Titan and you have 2 mana floating? Kind of don't. So they're Devourer, Exiled, Mine, Command, and Karn. Interesting. Arash. I play footnotes here. I take a look at your hand. I take Primeval Titan and I cast Disruptor Float, naming Scapeshift. I pass the turn. No! How am I supposed to beat that? Ore, ore, pahore. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Seems good. Tolaria West in hand, we can perform the Analyst operation. Wow, stock up over Lessons from Life in the sideboard. What is Lessons from Life? So they turtle card, they're like 4 mana cards, draw 3, put a land into play. Whoa, I must be stupid not to play that card. Let's play around. Warping Whale. Sorry. You wonder if they have flute. That would suck. I hope they don't. I mean, I actually lose if I get Analyst now. Thank you for poisoning my mind with that thought. Well, if they have the skin flute. I play Analyst, I play flute, I can activate Analyst. GG's, no reese. I already spent my T-West, so maybe it's a bit sus to go for Colossus. And maybe I could whiff. If they had flute, they almost surely play it in response to Transmute, right? And name what? And why do they do that? They like only good time to cast a flute is... I mean, they probably don't have it. Pretty sure they don't have it, like given the moves. It kind of doesn't make sense, like they would have just played it. What could happen is K command though. Which, if it exiles the Tolaria West, is also kind of bad. I talked myself into Colossusing. It's a bit awkward with no lands in play, but... I will play a 7 mana 0/0. Let's go. Grazer. Should Titan be better? The issue is that the Titan doesn't do anything here. I guess it doesn't have. Titan was better. Chad, you talked me into this. I put all the fault on you. Even though I have nobody to blame but myself. How could this happen to me? 2 Titan Amulet is useless. Well, with Tolaria West already gone, it's just like power and toughness and that's it. So if you enjoy power and toughness, then it's fine, but if you want to loop, how could this happen to me? We've got a floater. Second main phase. You spending the mana. No. You walked into my trap. Or maybe I walked into yours and I will spend useless time here. More than I needed to. Are we getting sloppy? No, I didn't want to. Like, if I pass to my second main phase, then I can't lose, so... This was my prerogative. Getting sloppy, bro. Please. Are there new combos with Northampton Farm? Kinda, yeah, but I don't have them in my deck because they require Mycosynth Gardens. Let's actually bring stock up. I think that's a marvelous idea, and whoever said that is a genius. We could probably cut Northampton Farm. It doesn't do anything in this matchup. So I would rather draw stock up. Submit. Whoa, this hand is not so bad actually. I guess. Point moves to 5. How could this happen to me? Sort of a Dryad hand, yeah. Probably should play Amulet first, but then I will Dryad next turn. If I draw Spelunking, that's a bit worse, but if they play Chalice on 1, then I can play my Amulet. They probably don't have Chalice in their deck, but I'm just schizoing that they would. Holy shit. Insta punished. They could K-command, exile draw. I would not like that to happen, but they had 1 Chalice, 2 Flute in the last scene deck, yeah. They did exile and draw. Sick. What now? Devourer, Fortnite Seer, or Carnold? Monka. Carnold is worse. We need to draw something now, chat. Before the coating is gonna be too liquid metal. This is hell. No! Simic Growth Chamber in my graveyard now. I mean, milling 3 lands with Analyst, in some ways, it's giga lucky, right? Lotus Field would be good, yes. Growth Chamber would be good, yes. Crumbling Vestige is a bit too late, but you can still draw a bounce land with it. How could this happen to me? Co ty kurwa grasz? Disruptor Flute? No i co nazywasz? Why did the Vestige prompt them? A mana list? That doesn't even seem great. Necessarily. Escape Shift. I guess I need Lotus Field, really. Because a bounce land doesn't give me enough green. So they had everything they needed. Everything being Karn. Yeah. And the Kazakh's command was pretty good as well. Whoa, and they have the Glaring Flashraker they giga needed. And the Expedition map they giga needed. Okay, now a bounce land is gonna be an out if my opponent keeps using the coating. Hopefully they will. They will see my hand, so I don't... Maybe they will put 2 and 2 together. They also get to grab something with Carnal if they want to. Can they not kill an amulet from their current board? Doesn't seem like it. Which card would you use to kill it? Whoa. Alright, they're giving us outs. Bounce land now, chat. Hey, wait, does bounce land actually do anything? Yeah, it does, right? Well, now it does. Oh, yeah, it didn't actually. Bounce land was not good enough. I'm not sure my opponent realized that though. I'm not convinced they did. Verti lands deck. I mean, 8 bounce land deck plus Lotus Field, so. Doesn't bounce land make 7 with Grazer? Yeah, so it worked. That's what I said. That's why I said it worked, actually. I misspoke twice. Or rather, misfought into misspoke. The Stone Brian. Let's go. Opponent seems like the type who names Primeval Titan. Don't they just code the land that untaps on the stack? Right now, yes. A turn ago, when their coding was tapped to sorcery speed, kill my Crumbling Vestige, that did not matter. No. Thank you for watching the stream, chat. The Northampton Farm, don't play it. Play a 7th bounce land if you play with no...